Oh, sorry. Muted. Whoopsie. Yeah, here we are again with another episode of the All Origins tutorial challenge. Last time we made some good progress. Actually found the arena city and also did a couple of battles, did some scouting and found a camp for the future that we really want to do. But I'm still heavily debating whether it's the time and place to do it right now. It would kind of depend on the actual size of the camp. If it's like 4 necros, it's okay. If it's 6 necros, it's kind of deadly. So, really hard to tell whether we should do it or should not. We are also currently heavily loaded up on trading goods. Kind of waiting for the right time and place to sell them. But also we don't really have a better option to spend the money now. So why not get them and hope we eventually find a good sell-off. A lot of the food we have is about to spoil, and yeah, like most of it is gonna spoil in one day. So gotta mark this to actually not sell it accidentally. We should stock up on food, at least a bit. Like get some grain, some dates, so the men can try something new. And I don't know. Okay. If we are really rich at some point, we'll get some proper dried lamb. But we're not there yet. Man have to work for it. So we're gonna use 44 tools. Gonna end up at 25 then. Which means we kind of want to buy all the tools. So 89, 109, 129, 149. Okay, yeah, should work out perfectly. Huh? Okay. Okay, so that problem is solved for now. So I was thinking about how we would approach the necro camp, and this is kind of what I came up with. I know it looks a bit odd, but I think thinking about it, it kind of makes a lot of sense. Like you have the backliners in front, a couple of them, who will most likely get into melee contact with the ancient auxiliaries. So they won't be the most threatened ones, because the necros will probably jump on the brothers on the sides or in the backlines. And I really want to keep those dudes safe. They were the costly premium hires. And none of them are level 7 yet. So it's really, really risky even going into that location. And even if they were level 7, this dude would be battle forged and he doesn't have a proper armor. And we are lacking in the armor department anyways. So it's not the definition of a safe fight at all. And then we would have the stun brother and the dagger brother in the backline to take care of the necros. He doesn't do a lot of damage against the skellies anyways. We would also put the three-headed flail in the back row to bob them through the cat and instantly get rid of their 9 lives. Or get rid of them after they proc 9 lives optimally. And having one spear bro in the back to deal with the necros is kinda feasible too, because at least he can make good use of the bonus hit chance and doesn't reduce damage against them. So I can see this working. I really don't mind it. Yeah, I can definitely get behind this. And then there's basically 2 brothers in the backline who really want to be protected. And now that I think about it, maybe it's a good idea to split them up a little bit more. so the Necros don't like purely focus on them. So now they are not as centered together. But I don't want to separate the Dagger Bro from the Stun Bro. So this makes kind of most sense to me. And then we would have the 200 sword guy on the side taking care of the skellies mainly. And he would be a bit suboptimally placed in the fight because he's got the spear and doesn't do the most damage against the skellies, but yeah, no, we don't have the perfect weapon. We don't have the solution we would need. Could maybe give him an arming sword, something like that. Could also decide to take out the ranged brother and put in like a cannon fodder bro instead. But I don't know if that's the correct decision. Because he's got quick hands and he can throw a net, which is very valuable in the Necro Servant fight. And it might not be bad to have some ranged options too. Could maybe think about replacing the Spear Bro. But replacing the Spear Bro would in any case mean we lose a bit of offensive potential because this dude with 60 melee skill won't hit a lot of his attacks, that's for sure. But all in all, I'm not like 100% sold on actually bringing the ranged brother. So if we would find another opportunity to equip the net on a quick hand bro, then it might be better to replace this dude. Yeah, and I feel like with this setup, we would have a decent chance at dealing with 4 Necros, 5 maybe. If we would face like 6, that would definitely be really hard to handle and most certainly lead to a couple deaths. So not too sold on that right now. Really not too sold on that. Anyways, we don't have a proper contract we want to take. Delivering the stuff to Brundorf seems, yeah, not to be that worthwhile because we don't want to walk over here right now. This is like farthest off tracking we would do, and after that we would turn right and go to Schwertburg and start like exploring all of this wilderness around here. And since the arena city is kind of on the ways, on the way anyways, it would be lovely to sneak in 1, if not 2 arenas. And if you could sneak in like 2 more fights before we actually go in here, then we would have the chance to level up like 2 more bros to level 7, which is a big difference in my opinion. So still have a bit of time to decide whether we really want to go into the super hard fight. But I don't know, I'm kind of tempted. Oh no. Their feet hurt because they've been walking so much. What? What? Okay. Their feet hurt a lot. Still got enough medical supplies though. Are they like badly hurt now? Yeah, right. Okay. I think we won't make it to the arena city by dawn anyway, so we can... So what? Look what's in here. Nomads passed through here. It's a small fight. It would take us forever to actually catch them, so I think we'd rather go to Karakan because they would just be running forever and we really don't want that right now. Hopefully we heal, get rid of these light wounds. Might want to try and fight that. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, okay. I mean, we take the free experience, but it's kinda troll actually. I have a feeling that the stubborn soldiers will steal like a lot, if not most of our kills here. Hopefully we get some spaces to hop into. I didn't want to change the formation for the small fight. I felt like yeah, just a bit too lazy. Okay, so we're one spot. Gotta use it wisely. They're raising the flag. I bet the gunners will just like release full fire into the formation and kill their own guys. Like, no mercy. Just shoot right. I wonder how many of the armies this is. I feel like it's like 2 armies or something. Yeah, so we wait and we jump in and then we see from there. Probably want to wait and maybe we have the chance for steal later. Oh, not a steal, a finisher. We are finishing, not stealing. Here we might want to position ourselves so we have another decent shot to get some kills here. Even though not feeling going in there too deeply and then getting shot and stuff. Yeah, here we just have to circle and lose a lot of movement while doing so. Okay, we could pull out the ranged weapons, start poking here, maybe even get a kill. Noise. So now we have one free space to jump in. I think they can jump in and attack. I guess they have the mastery, so maybe we let them jump in and then try to finish later. Here we have to hope that they don't take our free space. Oh, no, couldn't have moved this guy. Okay. Oh, good. Just repositioning. Yeah, also waiting here. Oh, we cannot hop in there because our foot is hurting. It's like double hurting. There's a lot of bloody blasters and rashes on it from all the walking, and then it's there's also the cut Achilles tendon. So he's really not having the best time walking around the battlefield, poor man. Yeah, so let's see if we can circle them. Oh, hey, away! Oh, instant one shot. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so no space to deal any damage. They are already fleeing. Yeah. This is really not the most worthwhile. Ooh, could get in here for a kill steal. Finisher? No, cannot. We only had 5 AP. Whoops. Could maybe get the kill here. Okay, so now we won't get anything, I feel like. Ah! Dang you, sir. Yeah, we can position ourselves so we might get the last hit, but I doubt it. They're just taking everything from us. So we got 1 kill, not worth it all. And now we might even get blasted. Look at these gunners just full smoking in. Bet the nomads have a bad feeling about this gun line facing their direction. Wow. I wonder if these good sirs would mind handing over some of their sword lances. We have a clean shot. Take it anyways. Don't mind. Ooh. Could hope to get some finishing last hits here. Now that's a proper setup. Oh, wanted to hit the shielded bro. Ah. You can get in there. Ooh, one. Yeah. Not too shabby, not too shabby. And another one. Ah, yeah, okay. He made his move already, so he's not fleeing. But ooh, the doggo finishes him. And would have been too good to get double kill on the dog. Yeah, like totally not worth the time investment. But at least we get a bit of money and yeah, some stuff. These freaking kill stealers. Dang you, sirs. How dare you, farming our kills. Interesting quest. Like only 1-star quest, so City of Tents, Best of Paragon. City of Tents actually sounds like a big and interesting fight, so we don't want to take this quest. It would be to our detriment. Could we hope to get enough XP in the arena to level up a dude? He would need 250. Yeah, doable. Actually doable. Heal by tomorrow. Is tomorrow today or is tomorrow tomorrow? Tomorrow is today. Okay. Interesting. Let's see if we can get any other level up. Yeah. Would be cool to level up Ion, but that's like tall ask. Yeah. He also won't level up. He doesn't even have students. So this dude could level up actually. And what's the fight? Is it a manageable fight? 3 retired desert bandits. Yeah, okay. That's a doable fight right there. So we do it, get a nice reward and everything. Just have to make sure to last it with the Hedge Knight. So he will definitely come and join the fray. Would be nice to have him joining in. Who were the dudes we wanted to get the arena bonus on eventually? Not him, actually. One match. I think he might have been one of them. Then he would definitely be like stacked on the resolve for the end game. I think he was one of them too. So we could do it like this. I think he was one of them too because he's got such low resolve. Yeah, well, I mean... should probably be working towards his bonus most because he needs it desperately. So we might skip the Spear Bro bonus for now, not skip it, but delay it. Okay, this seems good. Right, let's see what we can do. All right. We actually don't want to take a lot of damage here, otherwise we are too low to do the Necro Camp again. Don't really have a lot of options in regard of avoiding damage here either. Kinda have to go in and face tank for a bit. And if we want to go for a stun here, we'll also have to put him into contact with 2 enemies. Still no underdog on him either. So I think we do it. We have a 56% chance, and it won't get any better than this because we won't get a surround bonus. Which means we can go for it right away. Nice, we got it though. I take it. Yeah, could go here to tank one more enemy, but I don't know. Seems like that's not worth losing an attack. Slash, I'm good. And if we go here, we will be engaged and could eat the attacks. I feel like we want to have the option to go in and switch to the mace and then hit him, but we don't want to give him the first strike. I feel like we keep on focusing the hammer because if it hits, it's hurting a lot. Touching 1, sand in the eyes, that's not an issue because he's just stunning anyways, dealing the damage. So we try to do the same thing again. I'd want to reposition later. Just double slash. We won't kill him with one go, so we try to double stun or yeah, try to stun him twice. Yeah. So now I feel like maybe he moves like this. If we retreat one more. Yeah, that's what wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, this is fine actually. Oh, no, we cannot attack here. Yeah, that sucks. See if we can bonk him. Away with you. Maybe we can stun him. Yes. Stunner doing a really good job. Oh. Damn, power of the 200 flange mace, so good. Here we go for normal attacks now. Right. Wasn't too bad. Oh my. I feel like even though we got a kill on him, we are missing like the slightest bit of XP now. Are you not entertained? 7 XP, wow. What a bummer. Could go to the west and search for the city of tents, but not too sold on that. Can replace this helmet, then we only need to repair the 80 missing durability here. So most of the bros are really doing fine now. Wait, how was the formation looking? Like this, right? Yeah, that was it. Still got the Battle Brother in the inventory. Can actually sell some here, that's nice. Maybe even get a net? Please? No. Just dreaming of nets here. Don't need that spear, got so many tier 3 spears already. Pretty set in that regard. Any missing knives? He can wield a dagger. Okay, we got some exploration to do here anyways. We could make our way to the Forsaken Coven. And see what we find there. Kinda sucks not getting the level now, but really not a lot we can do about it. Or like we could, but it would be, I don't know, be such a big investment. Yeah. So this is really tough. Still needing some repairs to be done. So we're gonna go for a bit of scouting first. Okay, this is our mountain. Definitely don't want to attack during the night. Let's see what we find here. Ah, well, pretty much big ol' nothing. But we would be kind of ready to go now. Everybody healed up. Everybody's strong. He's still lacking a couple HP. Yeah, I mean, let's hope it's just 4, right? And we don't get scammed here. Still not completely sold on taking the ranged brother in this fight. I don't know. Seems a bit odd to have him. Probably don't need the fire pot. How much AP is throwing a net? Ah, okay. So I guess we go like this. We can go for a stabby and still throw a net in the same turn. And then we don't need to field him. Then we can just field the young Ansem. And probably give a sword to Hartmut in the front line. Yeah, I feel like this is how it should look. Would be nice to have a couple more 3-headed flails here. Probably shouldn't have sold them. But doing the scouting was fine. There could have been the new legendary location here. So I'm kinda happy we got to take a look. Kinda not doing so so good like fight density wise in the last couple days. Had kinda little fights. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm a bit scared here. By a bit I mean a lot. Does he have rotation? He has rotation. Anybody else has rotation? It's just him. Okay. Well. Could put him a bit more central so we have the option to rotate someone out. Okay, not having 5 HP is like whatever, right? That shouldn't be... Of all the things, that shouldn't be the issue here. Maybe give the bandage to him, because we're so freaking generous. Yeah, I should probably put him out there. He's got the high defensive stats. Would be nice to have a better shield for him. I feel like he won't take as much heat. So we can give like the Primo shield to him and he will get the regular shield. And we don't really benefit at all from the kite shield here. So we just max out on the fatigue efficiency because it's a tough fight. Usually it's not that big of an issue, but because they don't need a lot of fatigue, but who knows. Let's see how many necros there actually are. We can count the auxiliaries and then we know. Ooh. Kinda awkward terrain. I don't know if I like that. Like, yeah, this is really awkward. Let's see how they move in first though. Usually you want to go like one step back against these guys. But here, this terrain might block us, yeah. So then we have trouble supporting our dudes who take the necro servants and tank them. Only good thing might be that if we step here and here, then only one necro can go on the sergeant and the dagger brother at the same time. So we can just preemptively step here. I would have, like, usually I would have preferred just like open space, to have just the open space. Well, let's see. Okay, so this kinda sucks. You would go here. Yeah. This would be a good position for a necro to stand in the end. We don't really want to have that blocked actually. Not liking that too much. Yeah. Still need to do the counting. There's an actual possibility here that we just straight up retreat and run. But let's see, he might be very surrounded. Oh, how many was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so it's 4 necros. Yeah, that's a lot. But at least it's like the lowest amount we could have gotten. So I might be starting to feel a bit more confident. And we could also... Yeah, okay. It's actually not a bad setup at all. Okay, so let's think about it. Okay, so these guys approach. Yeah, so we want to leave the banner out for now so we get the... before we get the extra resolve when they approach us. Because having the 10 extra resolve actually makes it way less unlikely for our dudes to raise the flag on first contact. Yeah, well, let's let's just hope for the best. Hope this doesn't go too wrong. Okay. First bro is starting to feel a bit shaky. Would we want to free up space already? I think we do. Well, never mind then. So here, same thing actually. Okay, at least we're hitting something now. Yeah, he's doing nothing for now. He's doing nothing for now. Let's see where the Necros engage. Oh, he doesn't have the doggo. Yeah. Yeah. We will definitely keep our juice and have to get ready to shield wall up. Because we don't want to lose the stunner. He's such a good bro. If we were to attack now, the Necros could jump in on the Sword Brother, and then we still could use our extra juice to swing again. He's got a good melee skill now. It's crazy, right? He's confident and it's still so shit. Let it rip! Oh, right. He's out for blood today. If we don't attack now, the Necros won't jump on our low level S tier brothers, or like at least good brothers. So I think we still wait on this one. We want to clear this. Yeah. We want to clear this hex. So then one Necro is inclined to jump on him. Because he's the dodge tank. And we want to clear this hex so the Necros get a bit less hit chance next turn. Okay, this worked out quite well. Yep. What's he doing? Was he... did he have like too little range or something? Like what was that? Okay, we could move in and do something now, but I think it's a bait. I feel like this guy is definitely gonna jump the stunner next turn, so we probably should just wait here. And even though it seems a bit odd to waste an attack like that, we just go with it for now. No. It was Swordland's wing of the game. Let it rip. Okay. Oh yeah, right. And he can swap back in the same turn, which is quite nice. So we still get the bonus for the brothers. Yeah, jumping in with the bro here would mean that the Necros are like way more likely to jump him. So I don't know. It's kind of an awkward decision. It's a bit bad to waste all of these attacks, but we could actually think about moving one back, and then maybe a Necro would go here and focus the quote-unquote, well, not amazing bro. Might actually do that. Maybe maybe do a spear wall just to look extra attractive. I don't know if it does anything, if it makes the Necro want to go on him or not, but let's assume it makes a difference. If not, it's just a huge waste of fatigue, so probably not the best decision ever. Here, I feel like it's not exactly too early to jump in. Yeah, don't wanna jump in now. I feel like we just pass with him for now and kind of hold the line. He can definitely spend his fatigue now. Even if they jump on him next turn, they will only get one attack per necro, so not the worst. And we can reduce the hit chance if we actually kill him, but no. Unlucky. Another swing for the gods. Boom. Tough shit. Yeah, he's also gonna do nothing. He's just AFKing back there. Okay, the cleaver bro. Let's show what he's made of. Not much, it seems like. Maybe we can bonk this dude. Yeah, that's something. Definitely got some clear. Whoa. Okay. Hopefully we don't lose the sword bro here. Slapping sound is so freaking funny. Well, yeah, they definitely land their hits quite well. We will 100% move in here and get ready to strike, but obviously still want to wait for a stun. Kinda sucks to... Oh, now we have a triple swing with the sword lance. That's really good. Kinda sucks though to have the brothers be so damaged already after one turn of the necros hitting them. Yeah, this is like obvious. Now we might want to block this dude from going in. Ooh. No, he's just a good target. Let's not block it. Here the brother won't have any target if we don't move now. I'm not sure if it's the right call to go in here. It would kind of isolate him a lot. If the dodge tank would manage to kill his target here, the sword brother could jump in and then there might be an opportunity to land a hit here. Yeah. So we wait and he will get... Oh, okay. Now he has the shield wall. So maybe there was a reason to jump in earlier. I just didn't see it. Yeah, we need to help the sword bro, otherwise he will just get eaten up. Seems like he won't make it on his own. Probably we jump in with the spear brother, land a pokey poke, and then hop on top with the player brother later on. Would be... Okay, he got a headshot, that's really nice. Actually advantageous to get hit on the head and let the helmet also soak a bit of damage. Do we have a 95%? No, we don't. Okay. Yeah, in that case, we will wait with the attack. Okay, this is gonna be good. Like, real good. Next turn, there might be a possibility to throw a net. But, like, missing out on a triple swing, that's just criminal. We cannot do that, so we definitely have to triple swing here. And we land. Come on, man. These things are fast. At least we cleared out the skeleton, so that's something, I guess. He cannot... He could try to ignore the zone of control, but... Okay, if we wait for the sword bro to jump in, we at least get a bit of better hit chance. we still wait? Here we definitely want to stun this necro. Yeah, for the Teil bro. Oh. That's something at least. Good start, good start. Kinda surprised they ignore him like this. Like, he's a pretty squishy dude. He's just out there on his own. No support anywhere near. I mean, I guess there's a point in just... because he won't be able to do anything next turn, even if we move him. So maybe we just shield wall up and hope they jump on him next turn or something like that. Alright. Yeah, we could move here and try to poke one of the necros, but I'm a bit scared to do so. Would really open this brother up to some like counter action from them next turn. On the other hand, we want to assist the sword bro, so I think we do it. And we can swap and have to focus this necro. That makes total sense. Okay, that was a pretty nice hit though. And if we are super lucky, we could even prepare this dude for a kill, and then the sword brother. Oh well, he lost so much fatigue. He cannot even do a proper swing. Or maybe he can do a swing, but only one max, so it's not even important to prep a double kill. In which case there might be an argument to just go for the whip. Let him feel the whip. Yeah. I don't know, the whip is so little damage. Let's try to poke down some armor here. Ooh, missing one fatigue. Yeah. Not liking it one bit, to be honest. So this dude is already damaged, but he will eat 2 more attacks, so maybe it's the correct call to not go on this dude. There's also more hit chance here. Let's try this necro. Ooh, it's a head hit. Okay. That might have been just what we needed here. I think the flail bro might celebrate if he's not totally messing up. Here we can go for the Uber stab. Ooh, another one? Damn. Some nice damage right there. Love it. He doesn't have much choice. It's not like it. Sword bro has underdog. Yeah, okay. So the sword bro should be fine. I think he could die next turn if things are like really getting out of hand, but it's highly unlikely, let's put it like that. And we jump here and assist against the necro. Don't even care that much about this guy, to be honest. Yeah, let's get in some hits. Now we hop over and have triple head hit with a 58% chance to hit, which will go down as soon as 9 life triggers. But there is a possibility to just instantly kill this necro now. Let's see what we get. Ooh. Oh. Okay, he's out for blood. Nice. I couldn't have hoped for much more, to be honest. That was really good. I think taking one step forward to threaten the lonely necro now and maybe make him flee would be the correct choice. Even if he jumps on Dita or something, it's better than him putting more damage into the sword brother. Here we just hit. Noise? Pretty good. What's he doing? Aha! Sneaky bastard. Aha! Okay. So they want to kill the Hedgie And they want to focus the Dagger Bro. He's got Headhunter, right? Ooh, damn. Okay, so the Dagger Bro will suffer a bit next turn. Okay. Quickly activating Brain Power. The Dagger Bro can attack 3 times on this Necro. All of these bros can only attack this Necro, so it's tempting to finish him right now. But I feel like it would be a mistake. It would be the correct call to wait and see what these guys do before we get too ahead of ourselves here. We are like... He doesn't have any good targets, so he can just get the job done. It's great. Ooh. Okay, so definitely can do an attack. Nice. Could throw a net now. But I'm feeling so greedy. There's not a single town on the whole map that sells nets, so valuable to have one for like a crucial situation. I feel like we can bank on our luck, save it for later, and just raise the brothers' morale a bit. Okay, Flail Bro can only hit the auxiliary, sadly. Spear Bro can jump over and give the Necro pokey. Oh, he can do a split. Well, that's a fortunate lineup. And if split and the flail attack kill this guy, we could still jump in and have another attack on the Necro, so we wait. Cannot ignore this control, so we have to wait. We'll get better hit chances on the Necro, so this is also a wait. And now the attack begins. Victory! Ooh, juicy hits already. Flailbro is so valuable in these fights, man. I don't know how people don't like the three-headed flail. It's so good. He will get some better hit chances. He can just move in for some extra surround bonus. And he can also... Okay, let's just wait. Maybe we want to place him here later. We can also go in for some extra surround. Maybe we will be able to finish the Necro off. Not got much health left. Okay, overhead swing. Split them in two. What a whiff. What a disappointment. Even one stabby, two stabby. After all the setup. Okay. Well, this might get quite annoying now. And here we also cannot do an attack, but we can at least move in for a surround bonus. Now can move in for a thrust. Wow. These guys are so hard to hit. Incredible. They might be coming for the Hyan, bro. Or maybe we preemptively swap to the cleaver. Ooh, bonking time. Let's go. Not. Yeah, well. Okay. The misses are definitely strong in this one. Okay, this was okay. Now we can get a stun. Okay, this is fine too. Okay, so then we have like 1, 2, 3 guys attacking this dude. And the sergeant can attack here. Seems fair. 2, 3, 4. Have to jump in immediately though. Ooh, still not triggered 9 lives. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I think going on this Necros, fine. He will most likely die down here. So now we just take up the pursuit. Who might even kill him with a bit of extra luck? One. Ooh, okay. Nice. Sometimes you just gotta be lucky. Better lucky than good. Come on, let's stun him. Be extra safe. Nice. Finish the guy. Alright. Okay, so considering most of the brothers aren't even level 7, this was a pretty tough fight. Things went really well. Was prepared for 1 or 2 losses here. What do we get? Oh, okay. Now that's what you like to see after such a fight. What is it? Bertolf, Villager's Toad Skin. 13 maximum fatigue. 170 durability. That's quite the odd value range, I feel like. What would this even be comparable to? So here you've got 11 maximum fatigue and 105. So it's in about like 1 to 10 ratio. And this is in about 1 to 15 ratio. So it's definitely a pretty good armor. But for nimble armor, it's a bit on the heavier side. This might even warrant some nimble forge shenanigans. Nice. Looks pretty sick too, which is the most important part. Okay. Pretty happy with how that went. He's finally level 7. Ooh, his first bad melee skill roll. Okay. So definitely taking the melee death. He will be such a tanky beast at some point. I think skipping A1 and melee skill is totally okay here. Getting some more fatigue is always nice. And after the bad melee skill roll, he will still probably end up at around like 89-ish. Close to 90 skill, like 90 melee skill, which is really good. I feel like that's more than enough. And he will actually become the dreaded hammer flank. Gotta post it on Reddit. Okay, let's reconfigure the formation. This is a spear bro. This is a backliner, like not really, but for now it's a backliner. Same here. This is a frontliner. Same here. This is a nothing. And we are kind of back on track. He's got a good shield, it's nice. Yeah, I think it was something like this. Maybe put the pike bros on the edges now. Okay, so who gets the cool armor? Who deserves it the most? Wait, are we lacking 1 shield now? Am I blind or? Oh no, there it is. Okay. And there needs to be at least one dude who can like take a bit of arrow fire in the middle. I feel like that's the Lail Brothers' job for now. Then we've got the sword bro here, the dagger bro here. This looks like a pretty cool formation. Yeah. Okay, so it should definitely be a nimble bro. And maybe even a nimble bro who's lacking a bit of defensive stats, so plays full. He's super good in defensive stats. Oh, we made him Battleforged? Totally forgot. Lol. Another Battleforged with bad armor. Yeah, I feel like he would be the candidate. Maybe like this. Put the hyena fur on. Kinda sad though, the armor looks so cool. And then it doesn't look so nice anymore. Yeah, what the heck. Just do it anyways. So now his survivability increased dramatically. He's carrying the cleaver now, which isn't totally necessary, but he does it anyways. And who of all of these dudes had the bandage? I totally forgot. Somebody had a bandage. You, sir. Alright. Bandage goes to him for now, I guess. Alright. Looking good. And another super tough necro fight is already lined up. Where we heard a rumor about some mystical shiny piece of armor. Just lying there for the taking. And what are these dudes up to? Hey, what's up? Some weird sins? Having a good evening? Dude, I think I know your name. Aren't you like active on the Battle Brothers Reddit or something? Or am I totally mistaking right now? Dude, you gotta tell me, to be honest. I've never done like a proper challenge run or anything. And we're like day 45. You can see the gear for yourself. I think it's not going too bad. Ah, okay. So I'm okay, I was actually correct. But did you stop playing now? Or are you just on a break or something? Okay, let him wait here. Oh, and the goal of the challenge would be to finish like the endgame crisis and 3 or more legendary locations up until day 150. And legendary locations meaning like the ones that offer the big fights, like not counting Icy Cave and stuff like that. Because I felt like trying to go for certain locations can end up in a really like awkward situation where you're just searching the whole map and you didn't scout like a tiny gray spot and there maybe the monolith is hiding or so. Oh dude, I have never not even once fought the Kraken. Like I don't even know how the fight goes. I thought it might be fun to do it for the first time in such a super serious challenge way and then get totally wrecked. But maybe it's a bad idea. I feel like it's quite tough to even get access to the fight. Like just finding all of these unhold heights. Where do you find these things? I can never do it. Sounds a bit silly, but for me that's so far the biggest challenge about the whole Kraken thing. How do people actually get in there? Oh man. Usually I play my runs maybe like up until day 150 or so. Then I feel like okay, the brothers are strong enough. They can go on their own from here on out. And yeah, then you maybe do like a couple chosen camps or something, and they drop like 1 on-hold height, and then the location tells you, yeah, you need 6 or something. And I feel like totally bamboozled, I don't know. It's a bit too grindy for me. So I felt like, yeah, if it's like organically happening, it's kind of cool to do it. But if it's not happening, like, so be it. There will be a high chance that you scout at least like 3 or 4 locations, and then you can do these, and count the run is kind of succeeded then. I felt like that's quite fair. Yeah. I totally feel the same. Like, at some point, it feels like, especially when you're through most of the progression, it's not as rewarding to do all the fights anymore, right? Because you're not as excited about finding stuff and so on. And then, yeah, you're mainly looking for the really cool fights, which are not always available, and I don't know. At some point, my motivation just kind of fizzles out, and I feel like, yeah, I want to do a new run, and this time everything's gonna be different. You know what I mean? Ooh, nice shot. But I'm also not the most experienced player. I've been playing maybe like for 1.5 years, like on and off. So for me, it's not as old of a game as it might be for other people. Get away with him. Oh, if you're good at the game, the runs are over between day 20 and 30, really? You mean because you're like so ahead of the difficulty curve? Ah, okay, that's quite interesting. Sounds like I have to step up my game. Because right now I don't know, I still feel like pretty scared of a couple of fights, and it's only like, it's already day 45. Yeah. And would you also consider like the toughest or like the most challenging of the challenging fights as doable at around day 30 or something? Like, not the legendary locations, right? These are a bit too much, I assume, but something like a big orc camp or like a big chosen camp. Yeah, right. Yeah. I feel like if you're going for... How big are they? Big orc camps aren't big at day 35? How big are they actually? Usually I'm not... I don't know, I'm not going into the wilderness like to the end of the map and see what the camps have to offer before day 60 or 70 or something, like earliest. Maybe in this run it will be like day 50 or a bit earlier, but yeah, pretty much day 50, because that's about to come in, and I feel like the squad is kind of ready for like a bit more of an exploration trip around the world. Nice. Few orc warriors, few orc zerkers, and many young. Yeah. Yeah, sounds manageable if you've got the right equipment. I feel like if you're going there like day 35 and you don't have the proper weaponry, like you're lacking the hammers and other like armor destroying weapons, it could be quite rough, no? So I assume you have to have the proper gear and be like armored up to some degree. Or probably people go only nimble, right? Okay, yeah. If it's only 1 or 2 and you with butter knives? No way, dude. Come on. That's ridiculous. You're dishonoring them. Yeah, they're not the bravest, right? If they're not having a big boss with them. Well, it's not called big boss, right? I'm a bit of a Warhammer nerd. Here they are called like Warlord? Warlord, right? Yeah. No, it's a random seed. I don't know. It's obviously to each their own, but I totally don't like having seeded runs and already knowing what's up on the map and everything. Like if you take a look at the map here, for example, there's not a single port city, so there's no opportunity to buy nets anywhere. It's I don't know. It's really tough to get any nets. Like I've scouted the whole north and middle of the map, didn't find a single net, and I was able to buy a single one from a like a slave trader hire, you know, no manhunter hire, and that's the whole nets I got. Yeah, dude. I didn't see a single red catcher. I could buy like a single net in the whole southern cities. It's nah, they didn't have one. The only thing they had to offer were ambush trade routes. So this is yeah, but it's kind of fun to me. I like it a lot. Yeah. I've been there twice and they always had the ambush trade routes and I felt like I cannot wait around to just get the nets because it's just losing me time and I'm trying to be fast here, right? So it felt a bit counterproductive. But I I like it actually. I think it's quite cool to have like this bit of randomness in the seed and then trying to play around it, kind of accustom yourself with it, and maybe change up some tactics and stuff. Yeah. That's what I like about it. I hope by doing like the all origins challenge uh, that there are like way varying maps and seeds and yeah, that the runs won't feel too samey from run to run. Yeah, sure, man. Let's let's have a look. Your Battle Brothers connoisseur, so I guess you want to have a look under the hood, right? Do you like your bros naked as well? Yeah, so yeah, this is a lumberjack hire. I made him a spearman. Uh, you can check out the veteran attributes, which are like the ranges they will have at level 11. You like to make. Dude, that's such a fun thing about the community. I think it's hilarious. Yeah. This is how I plan to build the spear bro. I think it's like pretty normal stuff, to be honest. Nothing fancy here. Uh, I know that it's not the most usual to have a Battleforged spear bro, but I thought since his melee skill won't be that high, he will only reach like 85. And I think there might be a couple situations where he misses his repel attacks and then he will have to take a couple of hits. And he's got pretty high fatigue anyway, so I felt like, yeah, let's try making him an early Battleforge bro and hope I can get the armor somewhere. And this is one of the starting companions, which was really freaking lucky, I feel like, starting with Iron Lungs and Strong. So even though it's the one who hasn't got any talent stars, I still wanted to make him an offensive brother and not just throw him out there as a tank. So yeah, I made him the Swordmaster, so he can make use of the extra hit chance from the Greatsword and basically swing all day long. He's already got, it feels like he's got enough fatigue, even though he hasn't even got brawny yet and already wears this like pretty heavy Battleforged armor set. So with that, I'm feeling kind of good about that. This is like a super random hire. He was like a 40 gold day one hire, but he also turned out to have iron lungs and really good defensive potential. So I figured, why not make him a fatigue neutral dodge tank? That's what I came up with for this bro, because it kind of felt like he's too good to just throw him away. And so far he has survived, so I hope he will stay with us for some time. And he also started with like 20 resolve and 50 hit points. The hit points won't get patched up above 50. No, he started with 40. They got like 3 rolls already, and that's gonna be it. Another like shitty early game hire. He just turned out to be a decent tank. He will wield the flail until the end of time, but his main job will be to just stand in line. Maybe if I manage to find the monolith in time, use him there as some type of like lone wolf tank. But I don't see how I could get a lot more value out of it. And yeah, this is like a stun bro. Oh wow, he's another Iron Lungs bro. It's also pretty nice. Pretty good defense. Mediocre attack. But I think with the Iron Lungs, he will have the capability to yeah, consistently stun, so to say. Dude, that sounds like I'm being a bit unorthodox about my builds. I don't know. I don't know. I have a bit of a problem just throwing brothers away when I feel like they could have potential. So I think about how to get the most out of them. Would you have built them differently? Are there like any must-haves you always like to have in your runs? Like what's your favorite build? Something you basically always do because you like it so much. For me it would be the oh, Teil bros as your main damage source. Yeah, okay, they feel really nice. They the combo of stun and Katar damage is crazy. Yeah, I mean there's no doubt about it that the Nimble spike just hits a bit earlier and just makes you stronger early in the game. But if you try to clear all the legendary locations, or at least most of them, would you go in there with basically a full Nimble team, or do you do the switch to Battleforge later on in the run? I will find some pitfalls. What will be my pitfall? I don't want to fall. I want to fly. Tutor for Battleforge Bros is enough, even for no loss runs. Yeah, I can see that. You mean by no loss runs? You mean like not losing the whole team, or you mean not losing a single bro? Because that sounds crazy. Hmm. Dude, that's yeah, okay. That's crazy. Has anybody ever done that? Like recorded or something? Have you done that? Hmm. Oh, you've done a few. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, I see. Slurgy. Uh, wait. I think I've seen that name on Reddit too or something. He beat all the records you set. Okay, I gotta look that up. That's kind of interesting. Has he done something similar like me? Like trying to beat all origins in like a streak without any failure? Yeah, man, but I value Forged a lot. Do you know what the main reason is? I think you will never be able to guess it. He did the no death, no town run. Dude, because the armor looks so cool. Obvious, right? I want my bros to look good. I'm that simple. Even if we die, we do it with passion. Yeah, man, that's what I feel like. It's the most important stat in the game. Would be cool if you had a fashion meter and the nobles liked you more if you had like more fancy accessoires on your armor and stuff. There's like a medieval game, Kingdom Come Deliverance. It has a somewhat similar feature where people judge you by your looks and how quote unquote proper you look. Yeah, man. But I also like HP a lot. I just feel like in a lot of situations, um, the primary like attack attributes, like the obvious ones, and resolve and fatigue are just a bit better. Like I know about the dreaded fatigue neutral, and I think it's a really good build. But I feel like if a bro has the potential to wear Battleforged armor and still have like 90, 100 fatigue left over, it's kind of better to make them a proper damage dealer and don't go for the fatigue neutral. Oh, it's a noob trap. Yeah? Why is it a noob trap? Fatigue and noob trap. That's interesting. Maybe I'm trapped. Yeah, okay. No, that's a good argument. Of course, if something like I don't know, whatever, chosen with a bonk stick hits you and you're a Battleforge dude, then it freaking hurts. But I feel like it usually doesn't happen too often. And when it does, you still have got the cat, right? So if I didn't have the cat, I would fear for my bros. But I feel like if I have like, for example, Hayan here, and he's got maybe like 60 HP in the end, wears a big ass armor, and he's got the cat, then he's usually pretty tanky against everything, except for the case where he's fighting against an enemy with a big ass bonk stick. And worst case, he gets hit once and is injured, he gets hit twice, and his cat procs, and then he can still be rescued or rotated out or anything. Yeah, Fearsome is a really nice perk, man. I like it a lot. I really dig it on the spear, the three-headed flail, Um, no, I'm okay, okay. Maybe I thought a bit too simple here, but I thought I was planning to snowball on everything, not just on certain fights. I was planning to snowball on all the fights, right? At least yeah, I didn't plan on skipping anything. Like for now, my plan was um like checking out the middle of the map because there's this huge gray unexplored area and there's not a single settlement inside, right? Like all the settlements are either at the top of the map or basically at the bottom of the map, and most of the middle is just empty. So I felt like there will be a lot of locations here, and after that, uh, I assumed the bros would be strong enough to do the chosen camps, to do the orc camps, and if everything goes well until that point, I would hope that I found the necessary legendary locations until then and just win. Lol. So much for the plan. let's just not mess up on the way to there. But what can go wrong, right? But I was planning to take fearsome on a couple of bros. Uh, but I was thinking not take it on too many because a lot of the fights that involve the big legendary locations, uh, you cannot make any use of fearsome there, right? Because it's so many like undead fights. And I don't know about the Kraken, but I would assume he's not that vulnerable to moral checks, I guess. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it definitely is, man. When uh, I was doing a run recently where I was playing Lone Wolf, and I didn't hire any low tier, like low born backgrounds. I was trying to only hire the good backgrounds, and basically I just have this elite noble squad going on. And it led to me taking ages to assemble a team of 12 bros. So I had it took me until like day 60 or 70 to actually feel 12 bros the first time. And then I got kind of smashed because of my bros. They had pretty good stats, like level 1 good stats, but they just weren't there to yeah, match the progression of the map and everything. But it was still pretty fun though. And it was nice not like going for the farm hands and stuff like that. Oh, you would not bother going to the north, but I'm not skipping fearsome on all of them. I will definitely take fearsome on the spear bros. It's irrelevant that fearsome sucks in monolith. Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess skipping one perk isn't the end of the world, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. Mm-hmm. No, it will definitely not trigger the fearsome on the first hit, but it might trigger fearsome on the, I don't know, third or fourth or something. But the main purpose is anyways is to go like this and secure the flanks, and then I can take care of the enemies in contact with my frontliners. And while doing so, I have my amazing spear bros that just hold the flanks so we don't get overwhelmed. At least that's the plan. I don't know why I'm really feeling the spear bros lately. I feel like they are so freaking good to control the battlefield, especially when you're fighting like 30 plus enemies. Mm. Oh, he loves the spear, bros? He knows about the spear? Man, it's the mightiest of weapons. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so Slurgy loves the spear, bros. Okay, I will check him out. I assume he's got some YouTube videos and stuff, right? Sounds really fun. You tend to value fatigue so low that you will do monolith clears without even bothering to take Zerg or Frenzy. Does that mean you go for the dreaded fatigue neutral build also? I mean, it can definitely work out. I didn't clear the monolith like so many times yet. Maybe 5 times or something, or 4 times maybe. But I did it once with mostly fatigue neutral bros, and it kind of worked out. By kind of worked out, I mean I lost maybe like 2 dudes. Yeah, 3 fatigue neutrals. I could have made this guy a fatigue neutral. He's an actual Giga Chat. He will end up with like 46 melee def or something. But I felt like he was rolling so good on his fatigue rolls, man. He's only rolling the 4s and the 3s. How can I not take these? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm also not referencing Reddit as like the highest educational source. But I like to meme on it. I think it's quite funny, right? posting the best named weapon. Is this any good? Should I sell it or can I use this? Totally not bragging with this. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, the usual Reddit stuff, you really have to distinguish between the uh, people who give a bit troll advice and the people who are like actual bonkers at the game. If you want to take advantage of melee def and underdog, then it's really hard to leverage fatigue. Um, you mean because I kill everything in contact? There are like 5 people who post on Reddit to understand the game. Yeah, 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 yeah. I can get behind that. Yeah, no, 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 no. That's true. You lose fatigue when you get attacked. Uh, that's totally true. I'm the type of player who uh, takes a lot of time thinking about the positioning before I move somewhere. And if I don't mess up, I usually manage to have an advantageous position and like manage to not take as many attacks as it takes to completely drain my fatigue pool or something like that. Or at least in most fights. And you're obviously right, at some point the dude will fatigue out anyways, and then he's just basically fatigue neutral with a bit like worse stats and worse perks. But I'm banking on dishing out enough damage until then to make it worthwhile. I feel like this is a good example of a bro like that. He will become kind of fatigue neutral at some point in a long fight, but until then, I guess he will dish out a lot of damage. Dude, this is actually this will be such a meme, bro. It will be the dreaded hammer flank. The one build everybody's talking about. Take adrenaline. Yeah, I should. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really like that idea actually. Maybe you can still do that. I don't know if there's a there's still a perk point to slip that in. Because I think Adrenaline is a really like kind of undervalued perk in general. It's so versatile. If you use it properly, it can really turn around fights and like solve very tough situations for you. Oh, the hammer flank build, it got nerfed? No way, really? Wait, you love adrenaline on your fatigue neutrals? Okay, that's interesting. I would usually only take adrenaline on, I don't know, something like a two-handed cleaver bro. Oh, you don't take quick hands on fatigue neutrals. Ah. Oh, okay, okay. Man, you seem to run a pretty interesting style. I like it. I always felt like quick hands feels really good on fatigue neutrals, just like the classic always being able to hit even if nothing's in range. But I would like to see how you build your fatigue neutrals. That sounds kinda fun. I like it a lot actually. How do you rate my banner build, my sergeant? Quick hand goes down in value as you get better at the game. Oh really? Dude, that's yeah, okay, that's a classic? Okay, okay. Yeah. No, like the Swordlands banner, I don't know. It's best I could come up with. I always have a hard time building a banner that's actually useful besides holding up the banner and representing the team, so to say. Yeah, but for me, it was kind of the exact opposite. When I started playing the game, I felt like, oh, quick hands. I don't know what to use this for. I don't take this perk. And at some point, I realized how versatile it is, and then I started picking it more and more. As you get more experience, you have a better idea of what the battlefield will look like in 2 to 3 turns, so you can do better things with your bro than attack with a reach weapon. Ooh. Okay, that's some Nostradamus type of experience right there. Damn, okay. I would have to try that out, actually. I've never built a fatigue neutral without quick hands. Would be interesting to give it a try and see how it plays out. Yeah, I also feel like that's the point. Like when I build around spear bros, I definitely want to have a couple of two ranged weapons and like two range bros or something. Anticipation. Are we talking about this anticipation right here? And adrenaline are both stronger than quick hands at high skill no spear teams. Okay, I can totally see that adrenaline is like really valuable if you have to face the enemy head on. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I kind of realized that the AI likes to shoot at blobs. So I try to set up in a way that they shoot a desired target in the first 1 or 2 rounds of combat. But I feel like after that, lines break up and I have like trouble controlling where they will actually shoot. Sometimes I get it right and sometimes I don't. Yeah, no, against goblins, it's a great perk, actually. Even though one thing I was always wondering is it reads, it grants you 1 plus 10% of your base range defense. And what exactly is the base range defense? Does the base defense consider your shield? Or is it like, is it just this? Is it just 5? Does not consider shield or dodge perk. Ah, okay. But that's kind of a shame, actually. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, especially against the enemies you fight most in the early stages of the game, the perk is pretty nice. But you don't take it on all the bros, right? I would assume you take it on 1, maybe 2 bros. And that's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's an interesting way of building them. But I feel like I've already asked that, but do you still stream these days? I would like to check out one of your runs. I bet you've played this game for thousands of hours already. Meme no higher run. That's something you do if the game gets too easy. Yeah, okay, okay. So no quickens, but anticipation. Quite interesting. And then if you want to take adrenaline on your fatigue neutrals, I suppose you will need like at least 30 plus fatigue. So you can at least adrenaline once or something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. At some point, you've just seen it all, right? I also feel like adrenaline is like strongest in the, or at least the way I used it, it always was strongest in the early phases of the game. If you try to do a lone wolf run and not just restart 10 times, but actually survive on the first attempt, I really like adrenaline. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can actually do that. 9 lives, adrenaline. I tried that once, having like double grip bros in the early game with 9 lives, adrenaline, just standing in the back line like this, or maybe like this, and then they wait for the shield bros to make first contact and swoop in afterwards. Dish out 1 round of damage, adrenaline, dish out another round of damage. That worked out pretty well until you get really unlucky and miss like 4 attacks. Then it can get kind of nasty. Yeah, if you have a big bong stick, getting 2 attacks instantly before the enemy can swing, that's big. That's usually already a kill, right? Most enemies won't survive that. Wait, what was even the formation here? I'm totally lost in the source now. I think it was something like this. Yeah, this seems about right. Alright, alright. Yeah, I can see that. Right, we've got like one unused hyena related nomad mail here. That should probably go on someone. Like this, better than not using it. Yeah, man, in comparison to you, I don't even have a single dodge bro. I have one dodge bro in the team. And he's a freaking Battleforge dude. 43 initiative. Lol. Oh, that reminds me, I actually wanted to get a Battleforged armor and put the hyena fermental on that. Now I put the hyena fermentals on other stuff already. Whoops. Oh, doesn't Twitch save like old recordings only like for 2 months or something? Or is there another way of saving it for a longer time? Oh man, hunt for direwolves. No. Whoa, indefinite for partners. Holy shit. I cannot imagine how much data they have to store. Because it's such big, like 6 hours or longer videos people create every day. Holy moly. And did you upload your stuff to YouTube before that, or is it just gone? Yeah, we'll definitely not take that. Got anything to find out in the tavern? My cousin Hilderich left town with a mercenary company like yours. Grudge bringers or something. Right? Come on, man. Have a drink. Okay, okay. Is there by YouTube size you mean like a size, like a length people actually want to watch on YouTube? So you didn't want to just upload them uncut and unedited like they were? Okay, so I feel like the next plan of action would be to circle around to the right, do a big loop-de-loop, and explore all of this, or at least try to explore as much as possible. Or maybe not do the biggest loop-de-loop, because the next follower should be available nice. And I feel like getting the recruiter and searching for a couple more like good hires with decent gear already would be the right choice, because otherwise there won't be enough time to level them up. Oh no, they actually aren't. I upload I don't know, I upload like 5-hour videos or something. I think the limit is like 10 hours or something. You can upload super long videos. I don't know how many people like to watch like such long videos, but you can do it. Okay, let's get the recruiter. Is there any stuff to sell? Yeah. Okay, this won't be the biggest of heists. Way too much stuff in the inventory right now. Yeah. Good point. Co-op. How can you have a Battle Brothers co-op campaign? It was just one guy playing and the other was watching and doing some backseating. Ooh. You did the screen share and pass the mouse back and forth. That sounds like there was a lot of room for argument. Were you still buddies after that? Time to do some bonking action here. No, it actually seems like fun. Definitely brings you into some unforeseen situations. Okay. I will have a look. Generate you some ad revenue. I got you, man. No worries. Yeah, I think at some person, at some level, the other person is really good and has a different view. Ah, you're not monetized, okay. Yeah, no, I can totally see that. But I also think if you have very varying play styles, it could sometimes be lead to some anti-synergy, but maybe also to some unforeseen, very favorable synergy. I don't know. So would you send the Teil bro into a skeleton fight with the dagger? Seems a bit odd, right? Seems like it's the opposite of effective, actually. Putting some proper slashers on the bros here must be the right call. Alright. Let's see what the Last Lord's Demise has to offer. Yeah. Does it 150 to 200 viewers makes an irrelevant amount of money, even with a partner? I just give him a bonk. Give him the two-handed flail. No mercy. Hey man, this is actually not what the usual Teil bro would look like for me. This bro was destined to become something totally different. But then we got the oversized needle. And there wasn't a single bro on the roster who had like potential to become somewhat of overwhelmed, relentless dagger dude. So I thought, okay, let's try something different. Let's skip the overwhelm part and just make him a pure damage dealer. And just see how it goes, to be honest. And if he dies, he dies. He's not that good, right? He's level 9, 76 attack. So, not the yellow of the egg. But you think famed items mostly don't matter? But they are so cool. Yeah, what I experienced a lot of the times was that the Teil bro deals kind of like too much damage and targets tend to just die before you can even overwhelm them. Like kind of first world problems kind of stuff. I think he will hold the line. Yeah, that's like the optimum, right? Damage bros, finishing kills set up by other bros. I think he will step on the outer edge and try to get one or the other hit in. Something like that. 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Eberhold here will also try to get a flank and hold it. And our awkward positioning here. Something went wrong, but I'm not exactly sure what. Yeah, I also feel like Overwhelm is just very effective against certain types of enemies. Like the big heavy hitters. If you fight Lindworm and somehow end up in melee contact with him, it's nice to have Overwhelm. Or like anything else that would deal a ton of damage if it were to land a hit. Oh, let's hope they jump in next turn. But the thing I don't really like about Overwhelm bros who are going into melee is that you're usually like led to not wait, because if you wait you lose your Overwhelm potential. So usually you would just basically smog in, so you don't lose the whole like combination of initiative, relentless, Overwhelm, and so on. At least that's like one downside I figured out. Shooty shoot. And range bro spear is so useless in these kind of situations. But it's good to have them anyways. Gonna keep the standard out for now. Show them the battle bear swagger, so our dudes don't raise the flag when they engage. Yeah, all of this seems fine. It's fine. Not the hardest fight. No way. There's a great sword build you like that uses Overwhelm? Dude, didn't you see the build? Here you have him. The clumsy witch hunter. 43 melee attack without confident. He's the Overwhelm gunner you're talking about, just without the guns. But that's him. He's right here. Only difference is he's looking way cooler than the poacher with his fancy hat. Okay, I think now we let them engage. Oh, are they not going in? Ah, fuck me. We might need to engage then. Or take one step further back, or 2 steps further back. I'm waiting with everything though. Okay, I'm not waiting. Cannot skip an attack like that. Yeah, I really like the Overwhelm Greatsword build too. It kind of feels like doing a funky AI build, to be honest. Okay, here we will maybe get a better attack than this dude. It's like a Zweihunter cosplay build, kind of. And I think that's the cool part about it. But to be honest, it hasn't been that effective for me. It always felt more like I was memeing. Would you build the Overwhelm Greatsword as a Nimble or as a Battleforge bro? Because I feel like, if I remember correctly, the nobles would build them as a Battleforge bro. Ah, okay, so we could move and then land a shot on this legionary but it feels like now is the time to deal damage before they shield wall up. Yeah, I think like we want to focus this dude. Okay, here we will have an attack on the Legionary. This dude shield walled. So we don't even want to go into melee contact with him. The bro should be capable of just finishing his single Legionary. With his help, he definitely will. Okay, let's not mess up here. Time to let it rip. How many spaces do we have here? Would be nice to have the greatsword guy here so he could step in and do a triple swing. But that's wishful thinking right now. Could move the shield dude in though. We would get some surround bonus at least. It's not too shabby. I feel like since all of these are gonna hit the shield dude, it kind of makes sense to try and finish him. Because as soon as the backline is exposed, they are not as threatening anymore. Oh, and he's still wounded from the Necro Servant fight. So definitely gotta watch out that he's not just getting overwhelmed. Just taking the regular hits here. That's obvious. Could try and do a couple stunts so they don't shield wall up next turn. Nice. Actually very nice. Ooh, he's also hitting his stuff. Good, good. Okay, so focusing the Pike Legionary makes most sense now. Or even going into melee contact, why not? Grab the big bonk stick from the pocket, show him what's good. So. Ooh, one more headshot. Wanted too much. Okay, so the sergeant does have a double attack. It's pretty early in the turn order. So we can prepare a kill for him. Oh, it's probably not enough yet. Here might want to try and finish the skelly so the big bonk stick can move up and finish the pike dude. That hit, unfortunate. But at least it's a hit. Ooh. Could actually ignore the frontliner and try the same thing again. Ah. Unfortunate. Ooh, this could maybe be a double kill. No, but at least a single kill. Very nice. And now we can swap back and get the classical resolve bonus again. So the sword bro and the dodge tank can step in and hit. So we might even be able to finish this Pike Legionary before he can swing. Like retreating here is the right call so we don't get engaged in melee. Ooh, okay, so close. Easily I can finish the job. This is his time to shine. And going for the finish here also seems worthwhile. Lovely. Already making space for the sergeant next turn. Let's not take any chances. Go for the finish. But we don't want to get attacked by the pike, so I think we take a step back. They can only focus the melee enemies. Okay, so stepping here with the dodge tank would be okay, since the sword brother wants to split next turn. Yeah. Seems like a correct decision. Unfortunately, there's no way of closing into the legionary now. I feel like trying a stun here won't be bad, even though we don't have mastery. But we got the fatigue, so why not? Ooh. That's some good stuff. Ignoring the zone of control here would be a bit much, I feel like. Even though it's more valuable to stun a pike Scalit than some dude with a broken sword. He's only got half a sword. Oh, pitiful. But still, the stun should be warranted here, just so they don't shield up again. Okay, landing every shot. It hurts a bit. Okay. Nice. Now we could at least open up the flank. This legionary might die next turn, meaning these two have to be taken care of. He can step in and split, but then he might get 1, 2, 3 attacks, which is kind of dangerous. He's so messed up already. Oh, and we don't want to take the spot because then he's missing out on the triple swing. So maybe hopping here and tossing an axe is the correct play. But this would just be a setup. But I feel like it would be kind of wasted. Doesn't the flanged mace just straight out kill this guy? Not really sure how high the damage would be. Let's be totally safe and go like this. The next hit we can put into the frontliner. Okay, here we can set up the kill. And now it's the time. The mighty sword lands. Let it rip! Okay. It's actually a triple hit, right? He's doing a dang good job. Yeah, okay, come on, man. Not a tickle, that's some serious damage. They're shivering with fear. Oh, Bruno could actually go for the finish here. But I feel like it would be a bad decision. In that case, the sword brother wouldn't even have an attack this turn. Kind of sucks. So let's hope that he manages to finish this one dude. Throw one here. Ooh, it's doggo time. Sick 'em, boy. Sick 'em. And now, the mighty, the one and only overhead strike? Oh my god. Yeah, so this might be a situation where ignoring the zone of control is warranted. Let's hope it doesn't fail. Okay, so much for that. Bros are trying their best here. It's just not enough. Okay. But who would have thought that this dude actually survives all of the hits? We definitely need some like more armor killing power. And he finished the job. Ooh. The Hedgie is doing it. This was such a costly fight. Just like armor wise, it was kind of expensive. Okay, 9 turns, but he's like 1 hit. So the 3 bros will take care of him. So we can kind of prepare the kill here. What does he have? A pierced hand? Ouch. Not what we want to see. So killing this dude would kind of feels like an ammunition waste actually. He will definitely die. Let's just throw on the backliner here. And then is this loaded? Oh, step out of range. So there's no counter attack possible. And this should be like your cleanup duty now. The best weapon in the game. Cleaning up this. Nice. Oh, he's raising the flag. Come on, dude, not like this. Actually a bit of an ammo waste, but let's do it anyways. Okay, this was way more damage taken than anticipated. It's mostly fine, but he got super messed up. Taking all of this armor damage kind of sucks. Ooh. And not getting the most treasures, also not optimal. But it's 15 tools and like roundabout is like 2k gold in loot, so not bad. And the repairs are like 53 tools, so it's minus 35 tools. Definitely could have been way cleaner, I feel like. Definitely feels like I'm not playing my best right now. But we will get in the fray and keep on bonking heads nonetheless. So this armor is so messed up right now. Just need to free up some space and maybe replace it like this. Give it some repairing time. Oh, and in case this is zombies, definitely need to put on the spears again. No. That seems about right. And these guys will take the stabbies. So let's see what it is. Bandits would be lovely, actually. Yeah, that's why you like Nimble so much, because you can have spare armors and swap them out. I mean, totally valid point. I like 100% true. Yeah, having to repair like 2 days to get your Battleforged armor straight again can really hurt at times. It really does. So there's a Nacho here. Does seeing a Nacho here mean that there's like no Necromancer and no Ghost in the fight? Is that how it works? Maybe someone can enlighten me here. Correct. Okay. Well, let's not get cocky right away. But this sounds like it would be an extremely easy fight then. Let's just go like this. Just taking up some tight spaces and funneling them in. I hope Hyan has got the cleaver equipped, because this is definitely the time to chop off some heads. Fallen Hero would be lovely though. I wouldn't mind getting one of these fallen hero armors. They're not the best, but for now they're definitely playable. Since I've built into so many Battleforge bros, I definitely wouldn't mind it. Oh, he's the... yeah, okay, he's got the dagger in the pocket. Whoops, forgot to re-equip that. So, I feel like putting one spear bro here and then letting the zombies come in here would feel quite good. Then one spear bro can stay here. He can take up all the heat up here. He mustn't be too scared of a couple zombies, even though he's got like poor man's armor on right now. Also conserving some ammunition. No need to throw any axes. We said, yeah, putting him like here, that's perfect. He will dish out the damage. This really is what spear bros are made for. Yeah, like this. Like this. Just yeah, don't mess up the positioning now. And he will be able to switch to the two-handed scimitar. I recently learned that the C is actually silent, so it's a scimitar. Correct me if I'm wrong. This looks halfway decent. So we're just... if we're shooting, we're shooting for fun, not because it's necessary. I hope that's clear to everybody. So here we can at least line up for a double hit. Ah. No hand gaming. There are too many old men. I feel like these undead fights are such like grindy fights. Crazy. I can only do so many of them on one evening. At some point I get really impatient. Jack. Oh no! They're coming through. Not even gonna attack here. Just saving for the spear wall fatigue. But it's kinda nice seeing that one spear brother is holding back like 10 dudes without any issues. Kinda feels good. Shooting whoever. Stab this guy. And even step in. Step this guy, step back. Yeah. Could kinda also step in here and step back. Noise. Perfect headshot. Timing. This position would be better for the double swing, but single hit is also fine. And the sound is so satisfying of the three-headed flail hitting all the hits. Happens way too rarely, sadly. I really want to try building like a basically double grip oriented three-headed flail bro, just for dishing out damage. I feel like there's some potential with this weapon. Oh, what a limp shot, man. Aim higher! Yeah, Flail bros are great, I totally agree. I feel like not only are they like great damage wise, but they're also just really fun. It's a good build for guys with mediocre melee attack and a ton of spare fatigue. Yeah. I definitely agree. Also in the early game, it's just like it's almost essential. I feel like just there's so many beneficial traits to it. Farms you all the armor, lets you one-shot all the guys with no headgear, enables all the things you couldn't do without a flail. Oh, no click and swoop. Flail Duelist is a great one-off. But a flail duelist with a three-headed flail or with a like normal single ball flail? Just a flail, I think it's called. I built a three-headed flail duelist once, and I came to the conclusion that the three-headed flail doesn't really need the duelist perk. That didn't feel too amazing. You think the single ball is better against enemies with heads and to synergize with Headhunter? Oh yeah, no, that's a good point. I feel like there's also some synergy in rocking the Headhunter with a regular flail and then swapping to a weapon like a one-handed axe or something and dealing the fatal blow. And you cannot reliably do that with the three-headed flail. Or can you actually? Maybe you can too. I also like the three-headed flail for all the like niche applications, like fighting a necro servant fight like we just did. It's really nice to have a three-headed flail. Killing geists, it's really nice to have a three-headed flail. Preventing someone from fleeing, it's perfect to have like 3 hit chances instead of 1. It's all like niche applications, but there's a lot of them. So yeah, always feels good to be in that situation and have the three-headed flail. Maybe it's just me being biased towards the weapon. Ooh, stab to the face. Let's go, Eberhold. And do the finish here. This head will fly next turn. That's something to look forward to. Oh, is there actually the possibility to like do a fatality kill with a three-headed flail? Do they have this hasher? Do they have their head smashed in? Ooh. Spooky, spooky. Oh, don't want to kill this guy. Want to make him fly? Let's go. At least this one won't come back. Such a classic. The nachos just running away. They didn't do anything. They just run. Lol. So this might be the point in time where you actually want to advance. Just to not let them eat and become actually decent melee fighters. Go for a finish here. Definitely need to check the damage dealt stat after the fight. Spear Bros are performing like their lives depend on it. One hit could break him already, so let's try that. Yeah, excellent. He is close to dying, but he could be finished before he can attack, so that's more worth it. Next round, things should be clearing out a bit on the south. All of these are wounded, so maybe we can jump in now. He will decapitate the zombie, and you can just start spearing them down now. And here it would also be a bit sad to lose the attacks now. Advance, man! There's a lineup for a good attack next turn. He has already attacked, alright. Yeah, having him in contact with one enemy is really not that bad, I feel like. Just a zombie, so what the hell. Left and right. Let's go. He has an attack, so maybe want to finish him. Oh yeah, there was something with the pierced hand actually. One problem less. 8 turns, 17 turns. Okay, so he will get an attack. Finish here, can finish here. Nice finishes left, right. Maybe can finish this guy? Ah, that's it. Finish him, and this is over here. Hey. Spear dude still doing work of the gods. Gotta get rid of the zombies though. And what a chill fight. This is like playing auto battler. Yeah, we go into position. One less. Stop hitting yourself experience. Well, he can step twice. Finish him with the crossbow and then try to step him down. It didn't work out, but now he can be decapitated at least, so it's fine. He's already survived, I feel revived, I feel like. Ooh. Weapon is almost down. I really don't want to lose that weapon. So let's try to keep it. Or could have maybe swapped to the dagger and just started daggering them. That was a lot of revives. Time for round 2. You might maybe want to move later. It is preemptively swap on the dagger, So it's not forgotten and then suddenly the spear breaks. Might want to give one of these dudes a bonking later. But at this point it's mainly about trying to not get hit to save armor. Or like repairs. That's a neat lineup for the next turn. Man, it just won't stop. 7 turns. Okay, so he's actually first in line. So let's see, maybe there's a nice triple kill to be made here. Could get in position with the pike for next turn. Also gonna wait here. He can attack. Prevent that and... Ooh. Now, that's not trickle damage anymore. Am I right? But sadly, still gotta wait 1 round. Finish this one dude and now the arrow come back. Only 1, that's fine. Wait. Huh? Am I missing something? Is there anyone hiding behind the pillar? No, it's over. Oh, these fights are so worth XP wise. LOL. Not only XP wise. How can this fight be so much more valuable than the fight before, which was like, I don't know. Well, way harder. I don't know how much harder, but way harder. Randolph the Mad's Keeper. A finely crafted heater shield. What did this thing roll? -1 to shield skills is obvious, right? I think it's... Is it the durability? I mean, it's 80 durability. I don't mind it actually. Would have been nice if it was -2 on shield skills. That would have been a big difference actually. And the fatigue neutral sword dude could he could shield up every turn if he needed to. But it's definitely a nice upgrade. Because this thing will break like right away in an orc camp fight or something. I'm just wondering why does it cost 16 fatigue? Doesn't the heater shield usually reduce the fatigue by 14? How does this one get to 16? It feels like a bug. It's actually a kite shield disguised as a heater shield. What a troll. Let's put it on the Brodo. Would be nice if you could paint this thing. Yeah, pretty good fight otherwise. Like not much damage taken. And making some gear progress. There's another freaking undead fight. It won't stop. Does it ever stop? So swapping the spear. would be advisable, I feel like. Now there's a perk point to spend, and he basically has got all the perk points he ever wants, or like all the perks he needs. Some extra fatigue is always good. 80 HP seems like it's more than enough for a spear bro. He doesn't want to get in melee contact anyways. Wait. Okay, so I put the damaged spear on him again. Lol. So he's got fearsome, nimble, spear mastery. He's kind of set. And he's got the melee attack, so everything he needs to be effective. And his resolve is also really good for the point and the run. Like day 40 something. Going shield mastery might not be as good as it seems because he's at 50 melee def already. And from here on out it gets less effective. So the shield mastery would grant him something like 2.5 melee defense. It's a heater shield. The 50 melee def is a Reddit meme. Melee def still scales exponentially over 50. Doesn't it scale with half the efficiency after 50? Or am I mistaken there? Exponential gains are still insane in this kind of game. So you mean because the relative hit chance of the enemy is reduced by a lot, it's still worth. I mean, like the enemy might go down from 18 to 16% hit chance or something. Ending the soft cap on melee death myth. Okay, okay. I'll have a look at that later on. It's already freaking 1:20 in the morning, but I still have a read later. Okay, then I go with Shield Expert. It's also not bad to have the bonus hit chance on the knockback and more shield durability in case he gets engaged. But that's interesting. I need to look it up. I might math it out myself. Okay, and he finally became level 7, which is really nice. Needs some good rolls though. Basically, few to no, yeah, very poor talent stars here. It's always a bit of a gamble. Yeah, he doesn't need health. He's already good in the health department, only waiting for one more +4 basically. And still developing to be a pretty decent fighter. Kind of feels like with all the low rolls he won't get to the melee skill I would like for a cleaver bro. And the Battleforged is also a bit far-fetched again. Because there totally isn't enough Battleforged armor for everybody right now. But it only tells me we need to farm more. Okay, but interesting point that melee death is supposed to be effective for such a long period of time, like or above 50. I always thought it's the diminishing returns don't really justify picking something like the shield skill just to get like the couple points extra in. I'll definitely look it up. Yeah, and I'm also feeling really tired. I think I'm gonna call it here actually. Not feeling like doing another zombie fight right now, and I feel like it's gonna be a good warm-up fight the next time the challenge is continued. You can see a tiny break in the MDEF at 50, but it's irrelevant. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that's good to know. No, thank you, good sir, for dropping by. It was really nice exchanging some knowledge with you. I always like to get like ideas for new builds and especially unorthodox stuff. That sounds kind of wacky at first, but then turns out to be super fun. Like for example, the 200 build, I would really like to properly make that work sometime and kind of get it to a point where it's a legit build. Or at least where I feel like I know how to build it and yeah, just be successful with it. But yeah, it's been pretty fun, even though the progress wasn't really that much today. It was basically just running from Quardine to clear the Necro Servant camp, and then having a small peek into the very eastern edge of the map. Finding a couple famed items though. Actually, pretty good named item ratio. Clearing 3 camps and getting 2 famed items. not not much to complain about there. Now that I think about it. All right. Yeah, hope to see you around, my man. Would be nice to show you the bros at some point when they have developed a bit more. I've been streaming a whole lot lately. Like, I don't know, just really feeling like grinding the game, enjoying playing it, and not really feeling like going out because it's freaking dark and cold and gloomy all day long where I live. So yeah, always fun to hang out here and just play with the bros. Yeah, man. Catch you later. Have a good one. Bye bye.